Good morning, guys. We have a new task today. We're going to run down to the hangar in Lewisburg and install new camera mounts in the WindDancer. Let's roll. So we're going down to Lewisburg today. We're going to install two new camera mounts in the WindDancer. The forward camera will be a GoPro, and it will be the camera used for the majority of videoing while in flight. It has great features on it, and you can voice control it, and you've got wide angles, and you've got up to 4K. Actually, it's 5.3, I think. And the aft camera will be, the GoPro will use a suction mount that I have. It should go in pretty quickly, pretty easily. And the aft camera will be a HD smartphone for now. And there's an existing custom mod, and I'll show it to you when we get there, where I had a map light installed along with cabin lights. I took the map light out because it was interfering with loading baggage. So I'm sort of recreating that problem by putting a camera mount in that place. We're going to see how it goes, and it's got a 1/4-inch threaded pipe screw to mount the camera in, swivel in and out, so taking it on and off should be pretty easy. If not, the plan is to move the aft camera mount back and put a piece of angle on the inside. I have to disassemble part of that smaller bulkhead there, and that might be a better viewing angle anyway. So we're on our way down there, and should be a good day. And that, my friends, is a wild turkey right there. It's a tom. You can see his beard. He's way off in there, just to the right of that tree, big tree there at the end of the ramp. He saw me drive up, and he's not too sure about it. I don't see his hens around him. They are polygamous, and there are a lot of them down here. Oh, there's one right there next to the blue outhouse. I can't tell if that's a hen or a Jake. Might be a Jake. I'll see if I can zoom in here. Just the one up there. He's taking a dirt bath. Sort of. Right near the fence. Okay, this is the area where I'm going to investigate about putting a camera mount, an aft camera mount. You can see those two lights right there. See if I can get around here and get my hand on it. There's a couple of 832 screws and nut plates behind them. So those two screws come out, and this bracket here will drop down. There's a pre-existing hole that I've temporarily used as a keeper for the headset cables, and the hole is there, and it will make a great camera mount, and it'll get the camera up higher than I had it before. What I had before was a mount that mounted along this bottom here. It was too low, so we'll see if we can get up a little higher. We want to get aft shots out through the front, so you can get a good shot of landings and takeoffs and stuff out ahead, things out ahead, weather, whatever, other aircraft. Hopefully not birds. Okay, so this is the bracket here. This is an old bracket that came with the original Garmin 496 GPS unit. This is a yoke mount that they give you for being able to mount it to the yoke of a certified aircraft or any aircraft that has a yoke. and it's adjustable here. You can see you can reconfigure it in a variety of ways. And there's another piece that's not shown here that's part of the smartphone mount that stands up like this on it. So it worked pretty good, but it was too low. And I think I can fly it a little bit higher by switching this over vertically. Take this off right here, and I think it will mount in that bracket. I think I can reuse the same hardware. And then the camera will suspend. And if it can clear that secondary canopy latch handle, then we'll have a good aft camera for now until if that doesn't work, I'm going to slide it aft and add some 90-degree angle on that little small bulkhead over where the lighting and some of that wiring is. But I think there's a wide enough viewing angle that we will be able to get it just like this. So let's see how it goes. So here's the piece of threaded rod, and this is a piece of the rubber that we use to top off the cooling baffles with around the inside of the hot side of the firewall. And so I keep a lot of that extra stuff lying around, and you save it. So it acts as a guard and as a kind of like a stress relief, so that when I tighten it up, it would hold secure. So we're going to reuse this hardware and this lock washer and see if we can't pull that bracket off and then mount this camera ball mount on there and put it back up there. Okay, the bracket's off. You can see it's just some aluminum angle, and I used some 332s, it looks like, rivets, countersunk, so that they would be smooth, and it just mounts up there. There are two nut plates behind it, so the 832s can go this way. Okay, so here's what we found out. And I'm going to show you this. This is the bracket that's going to hold the aft camera mount. You can see the impression here where the previous LED cabin lights were. The problem is there's interference right here with those lights. So the solution is I'm going to move the lights aft. There's a light mounted on there already, and that will free up this surface for me to go ahead and mount the swivel for the aft camera. Then something new cropped up after that, which is I have to have very small hardware to mount inside the keepers on the LED mounts. Very small, and so I keep these number 440s around, and I managed to find some left over from the original build, but some of these fasteners, this is going to be hard to see, I don't know if it's in focus, are kind of corroded. The solution is you get your tap set out and you clean these things out. So that's what I'm about to do now. So here we're just going to thread these screws. They're number 440s, and we're just going to clean those threads up a little bit. That should clean the threads up enough to get it on there, it wouldn't quite go on there. This is probably very difficult to see. There we go. Okay, piece of cake. Okay, now we have our bracket ready to go. You can see where the, right here where the LED lights mounts once were. And in order to have the headset cables reach back over the pilot and the co-pilot's shoulder, what I'm going to do now, since the camera is going to be suspended from here, I don't want that the cables getting in the way as they drape through. So I'm going to drill, and this looks to be about 5/32 wide standard tie wrap. I've got a lot of these that I keep around. So 5/32. I'm going to use a number 19 twist drill. This is my drill guide. That's a number 19. And we're going to basically just drill 2 holes in either corner that will be aft slightly of the ball mount. And that way the cables can route around this way and avoid, hopefully, I should avoid contact with the camera. Okay, here's the solution. I moved the cabin lights back off of that bracket. Now we'll have plenty of room to mount the bracket and fly the camera. Nice. All right, here we go. 2 number 832 screws, and we're back in place. Now I'm going to suspend the camera mount itself and get a picture of that. And there it is with the mount completely installed. And that's looking pretty good. I'm going to get inside now and actually shoot some video. And of course it's a tail dragger, so the nose is going to be kind of up in the air, but we'll be able to tell. This secondary safety latch for the canopy is not going to interfere. That's good news. You can see the tip of the prop over here, and this is very movable, very adjustable. And always looking out through the hangar into the sunlight, you always get this glare. You can't see the panel. That'll be different in a regular flight situation. And if I want to come down a little bit like this so the panel is visible, that's probably more realistic right there. So that's going to be okay. Okay, we got the aft camera mount all completed and installed and ready to go. We're able to test the GoPro system as it connected to the onboard audio system, and it is working great, so glad for that. Have a little issue with the GoPro mount in that small RV space. I'm going to have to fabricate what looks like a custom mount for it. I've got some of the swivels and attachments, so I'm going to go back to the shop at the house and come up with something that will work pretty easily, and that project will be done. And it looks like everything is going to work out good. So thanks for watching Tennessee Aero, and we'll see you next time. Sometimes when you come to your hangar, you see some cool things, and there's one of them right there. I don't know what that is, but I will find out.